It is Tuesday, January 3rd, and I was going to do some sort of magic mile time trial thing today, but it's really, really wet out. And more importantly, there are 20-mile-an-hour winds, and I don't think that's fair to myself. So we're going to skip that and do a tempo run of some sort and figure that out once I get out there. So the good news is, this is lighter rain than it was. So not excited for this. So real quick, let's recount all the ways that was not fun. It's really cold. It was not a pouring rain, but it was definitely a soaking rain. And the wind was ridiculous. But I did a tempo run, ended up doing 4 miles at an 8:20 pace, which is super surprising. I didn't think I was gonna be able to do that. So chalk that one up to a mental toughness run. And now time for strength training, stretching, and dinner. Saturday, January 7th, and heading home from Cambridge of all places. This is Carolyn, she's my sister. She's one of the reasons that I'm running a marathon, because she's done that before. She's a crazy person. I'm a crazy person, apparently. Anyway, in Cambridge for a How Was Your Run Today event at Heartbreak Hill Running Company. Checked out their running studio with treadmills, and that was pretty awesome. And we happen to be walking back by it now. There it is. So cool. Had a successful 8-mile team run this morning. Felt really strong on the hills. That was exciting. And aside from that, this week have done November Project on Wednesday and Friday. Probably an easy 5-ish mile tomorrow. I was gonna once again try to do a mile time test, but I think road conditions are gonna be awful enough that I don't wanna attempt it. But we'll see, we'll find out. Good times. It is gorgeous and sunny, and it feels like 0 degrees. Yay! But temperature notwithstanding, there are a ton of wackos out here running this morning, unsurprisingly. We are at the Charles River path going towards the Esplanade because New Balance takes care of these paths, and that means that they are more or less clear. They looks pretty good right now. Gonna try not to pay attention to the watch or the speed and just go per feel, taking it easy today. Enjoying the lovely weather. I wanted to recap this week a little bit just because it's been a bit of a turning point for me. The training went really, really well this week. I had a great speed workout on Tuesday. I didn't really emphasize it at the time, and I didn't even really realize it when I was filming before, but 4 miles at an 8:20 pace would have been completely unthinkable for me a year ago, or even 6 months ago. I felt really strong at both the November Project Stadium and hill workouts, and I fully credit going to both of those more often for how much stronger I felt on the hills on the Team Brookline 8-miler this week. That really surprised me. So this week especially, I think training-wise, I kind of proved to myself that if I put in the work, I'm going to get the results that I want. And maybe that's translating over to the fundraising too. I've been feeling a little bit defeated by the whole process. I knew coming into this that it was going to be hard. I don't think coming into it that I could have known just how much time I was going to spend planning and strategizing and really ultimately just worrying. But at some point this week, I kind of started to put more things into action and decide to take more action, stop worrying as much, and put my effort into something that's actually going to produce results. I decided to let the worrying stop immobilizing me, and I feel like it sort of had for a little bit there.
I started really putting together some plans for an event to be announced very soon, hopefully, so we can get some people together and do something fun. And finally, I set a new mini goal for myself, $3,000 raised by the end of January. Now, the thing is that I actually do have to have $3,000 raised by the end of February. That's a hard deadline for the team. But rather than letting that kind of linger out there, I'm going to put more effort into it now, put some energy behind things, and see if I can't get a bit of momentum going. Ultimately, the $3,000 mark is only the halfway point, so I'm going to need a bit more time towards the end to continue pulling in the rest of the money that I have to bring. Moving forward, I'm going to try to control it rather than letting it control me. So game on, keep on moving on.